Hello everyone, and welcome to my Bold and Beautiful Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Ridge gives Carter an ultimatum after Hope loses it at Brooke. According to the Bold and the Beautiful, Justin Barber wanted to discuss the best course of action with a colleague, so he took a copy of the LLC documents. Ridge Forrester was cautioned by Justin, nevertheless, that this may be more severe than he initially believed. Following Brooke Logan's encouragement to settle things amicably, Ridge declared he would do it immediately and texted Carter Walton to call him into the office. Ridge predicted that Justin would discover a solution, but Brooke felt that it may be best to hear from Justin first. As he anticipated Carter's arrival, Ridge said that the takeover effort was coming to an end today. Carter got the text at the cabin and informed Hope Logan that Ridge wanted to meet him. Optimism and Carter appeared to have a sudden optimism that, should Ridge decide against carrying out their takeover plot, they may not have to. Hope was thankful for Carter's assurance that she would always have his support until the very end, and she wished him well as he departed. Back at the workplace, Ridge reminisced about giving Carter the COO title and spending more time together. Ridge was seated in the CEO chair with his back to Carter when he arrived. Wondering whether Carter had something to tell him, Ridge instructed him to shut the door. When Ridge eventually turned his chair, he said that he was aware of Carter's actions and intentions. Ridge eventually brought up the LLC documents that Carter was using to pursue Forrester power and questioned if it had occurred to Carter that Hope was taking advantage of him. Following his discussion of his faith in Carter, Ridge blasted Carter for all of this since Steffy Forrester had been cruel to his new lover. Ridge believed that Liam Spencer and Thomas Forrester, played by Matthew Atkinson, experienced the same event as Carter. Ridge claims that Hope convinced men to love her until they were unable to breathe, at which point she pushed them away. From Ridge's point of view, this takeover treachery and the entire Forrester versus Logan scenario seemed to be emanating from Hope rather than Carter. Ridge wishes he had listened to Steffy when she told him that Hope had entered Carter's thoughts. Ridge acknowledged that he recognized what he wished to accomplish after he pondered out loud what they ought to do next. Ridge recommended putting the LLC paperwork aside and ending this unhealthy connection because he wanted to give Carter another shot. Ridge stated that they would be alright if Carter could do it. Ridge suggested that he break up with Hope because Carter wanted to be sure about it. Ridge said he wanted Carter to remove Hope from his life before it was too late since Hope was the cause of everything. On Wednesday's BNB episode, Brooke returned to the cabin to visit Hope, who was hoping for good news because Ridge had just called Carter into the office. In the end, Brooke confessed to hearing the Forrester plot and acknowledged that she understood what it was about. When Hope discovered that Brooke had blabbed to Ridge, she became furious and yelled that her mother ought to have informed her first. Brooke maintained that it was improper to alter documents in this way and that she didn't want to be involved in the plot. Carter had no idea what he was getting himself into, and Hope began to worry about him. Does Taylor formally decide to take Ridge away from Brooke as her new marriage goal? We all know that Taylor Hayes wants a certain man, but she keeps pretending as though she doesn't need one to be happy, according to spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful. Taylor would be dedicated to Ridge Forrester, Torsten K., rather than Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang, if she had her way. Taylor has undoubtedly changed in some significant ways as a result of her encounter with broken heart syndrome. Taylor is now all about listening to her intuition and going with the flow. Brooke could reconsider her decision to pursue Ridge romantically, despite Taylor's best efforts to persuade her otherwise. It's easy to see Steffy Forrester persuading Taylor that she must pursue her goals at some time. Steffy could believe it's only right for Taylor to stand up for Ridge and win him back as her man because she believes the Logans do it anyhow. As Brooke tries to keep Ridge at her side, this might be terrible news. By telling Ridge about Carter Walton and Hope Logan's Annika Noel takeover plot, Brooke truly did the right thing. Ridge, however, wasn't pleased with Brooke assigning Steffy any of the responsibility for the unmanageable argument. There is a limit to Brooke's loyalty, and just because she told Ridge the truth once doesn't mean they will remain on firm ground. This is particularly true given that Ridge and Brooke have not yet exchanged vows. Taylor may adopt a new Ridge marriage objective for 2025 since there must be a rationale for that. Maybe Taylor will realize she's had enough of letting go and chooses to give Ridge her all. According to BNB teasers, Taylor's nerves could be tested because there will undoubtedly be more conflict with Brooke along the road. Taylor would ultimately promise to take Ridge back for herself in response to whatever provocative actions Brooke might do and whatever pressure Steffy might put on her for a reconciliation. Before the whole tale of the CPS phone drama was revealed, Taylor and Ridge had a near remarriage call. Perhaps in the upcoming year, Taylor will make it her goal to become Ridge's wife once more. Ridge's ultimatum, Justin's snag, and Hope's explosion if Carter Walton dumps Hope Logan. Ridge Forrester will forgive him. Hope also loses it at Brooke Logan's treachery. According to the Wednesday, November 27th BNB recap, Ridge and Brooke observed Justin going over the documents at Forrester Creations. Carter was attempting a coup, according to Justin. Justin requests a moment before going into any specifics. Ridge is grateful to Brooke for alerting him. Brooke is informed by Ridge that Hope is involved. Brooke returns the conversation to Carter. According to Ridge, these documents wouldn't hold up in court. Ridge claims that Carter is a dishonest buddy who is attempting to get power by deceit. Carter and Hope remain covered by a blanket. Carter feels bad. According to Hope, it's in the best interests of the business. Ridge will never get that, Carter thinks. Hope strokes Carter's arm while he fears it. Asking to take a copy of the LLC documents with him, Justin gets up. Justin wants to speak with a coworker. In order to make sure he's providing Ridge the finest counsel possible, Justin also wants to go over everything more carefully. Ridge concurs. Ridge wants to know whether this can be fixed by Justin. According to Justin, the CEO's approved. Although Justin can appreciate Ridge's anger, this could be more severe than Ridge realizes. Justin leaves. Brooke is concerned. Ridge believes in Justin. Ridge is devastated by the treachery. Not only Carter, but also Hope. Brooke wants Ridge to recall the beginning of it all. Jacqueline McInnes Wood's character Steffy Forrester Finnegan misunderstands a circumstance. Brooke said she wants a peaceful conclusion and is not defending their actions. Ridge replies he'll fix it immediately and takes out his phone. Hope puts on a robe as Carter gets ready. Ridge is calling Carter into the office. I find it interesting, says Hope. Carter and Hope believe Ridge may be reconsidering. Hope begins to leap up and down. If Carter didn't have to turn on Ridge, he would be relieved. The traitor is now awaited by Ridge. Ridge screams that Carter betrayed him in order to have Hope's booty. Brooke glances aside in embarrassment. The takeover concludes today, according to Ridge. Hope and Carter argue over everything Ridge may want to discuss. Neither seem to be aware that they may be caught. Hope claims that she owes Carter a great deal. Isn't that the purpose of the sofa romp? Carter assures Hope that he will be there for her through thick and thin. Hope enthusiastically wishes Carter well and gives him a kiss. Carter leaves. Brooke is gone. Ridge is pacing his office as he flashes back to promoting Carter to COO. Ridge remembers their family bond and Carter bringing gifts to the house. Brooke enters Hope's cabin. Hope is excited about Ridge's message to Carter. Brooke can tell Hope the news. Brooke glares at her daughter.